Heard a lot of great things today from things saying just get started, put it in action, which is the biggest thing that really hit me because you have a lot of ideas coming in and now we see a lot of problems, but the only way it's going to get solved is if we actually start doing something with it. And a lot of the things that you learn, like hearing from other people, is the power of just having a company. And I'll get into more details about that later and how that's also helped me. But a little bit about me. So I graduated from Virginia Tech, which is located in Eastern US. And I did my master's and bachelor's there. And my master's was focused in AI and machine learning because I found that really interesting. And while I was in college, I actually started a company, and that's what you heard, MQBIT, which is a tech consultancy. And we've also expanded and are still in the process of becoming kind of a social ecosystem for startups as well. And as well as a tech consulting, which includes having a podcast, trying to, learn from others and also share that knowledge. And I currently also work with PwC, which is also big in India. It's one of the big four consulting firms. So that I'll talk a little bit about that journey as well. But overall, this program really helped me as I started the company. Everybody helped me guide myself where I need to go and also where I should be putting my effort into and kind of be that guidance as I'm starting out and learning, which is the biggest thing, because if you have somebody who's already been down that path, it's much easier for you to just follow along. And along with that, it's like it felt like I have the resources of a very large company while I'm still a startup. So if I need help with I don't know how to set this. I didn't go to school for law, but I still, got those help, got the resources to see where I should be setting it up, how I should be going through that process. And it was very easy as opposed to me just doing it alone and doing research, which would take much longer. So that was a huge benefit, as well as wherever I needed support, whether it was my podcast, whether it was somewhere else. I had that connection, I had that network with this program, and I was able to just, rely on them whenever I needed to, which was really helpful as a startup, especially. But the question comes, how does it help being an entrepreneur? You want to start a company. We've heard a lot of great things. And the biggest thing is it sets yourself apart as being a leader, because everybody in your classes will be doing the same thing, will be going through the same coursework, and it's very similar. So what are you doing to set yourself apart? And being a startup, and especially in India, how startups are growing, it's the place to be in, as like you heard. And one huge thing is the qualities you learn, the qualities that you gain while being, positioning yourself to be an entrepreneur. Biggest thing is grit. So when you start to learn all these different things, you're putting yourself in different people's shoes and different positions where you may not even know how to do that thing. Like I didn't know how to do law. I didn't go to school for finance, but I started to teach myself that. So you learn all these different things, and that's what companies look for. So at PwC too, I got the opportunity to become a recruiter and kind of look through resumes, make decisions on who gets hired and stuff. And the biggest thing they're saying is look for entrepreneurs. It was in the checklist, like if they have these skills, like put them to the top. And why are they looking for that? It's because all these qualities that you learn while being an entrepreneur and starting yourself up will not only help you with the startup, but will help you in the workforce as well. Every company is looking for startups right now, and they're trying to foster those two in the company to make you stay, to make you grow, and to make their company grow. And if you can put those same resources into something of your own as well, that'll be even better. And so, like I mentioned, entrepreneurs are needed in every company, and especially going into like when you start a job, you don't know too much of what's going on, their processes. You don't know maybe the technology or whatever to learn, and you still have to learn it. So that's the quality of an entrepreneur, where you get put into you put on a different hat and you're ready to learn it, and you're already there in that mindset. So that's the biggest thing. And as I mentioned before, startups are expanded everywhere in the world, and especially in India. So right now is like the perfect time to dive in, and having these resources from a larger company like Moonpreneur, and having the network, which is basically your kind of, it's your net worth. So kind of having those resources and guidance, it'll become much easier for you to actually have something of your own and build on that to become a leader.